Welcome to Airborne on staugustine.com. I'm your host, Matt Jeffs, bringing interesting people from your world so you can stay dialed into your community and the folks who make it tick. I want to welcome to Airborne, Ryan Carter. How are you, sir? Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good to have you here at the Eclipse Recording Company studios to tell us about Rhythm and Ribs. Maybe we should start with what's Rhythm and Ribs?
Rhythm and Ribs is the 15th annual Rotary Festival. It's a barbecue festival that benefits local, regional, national, and international charities.
When you say Rotary, is there a specific club?
Yeah, the Sunrise Rotary Club.
Of St. Augustine.
Of St. Augustine.
No
That's
kidding.
correct.
15 years now?
15 years.
Wow. It's still voted the best festival?
9th year in a row.
And when you say Rotary, for our listeners and viewers who might not know what Rotary is, can you share a little
Yeah,
about it?
Rotary is an international organization. There's 33,000 clubs worldwide, and it's essentially a group of professionals that are trying to help the communities, both, like I said, both local communities, national and international.
If I'm not mistaken, it's the oldest service club in the world. 1905 is when it was founded.
Yeah.
Paul Harris.
Yes, yeah. You would know, Matt. You were a former president of our club.
And a Paul Harris
And
fellow.
a Paul Harris fellow like myself.
But a great club and a great organization. When you say this festival is actually, it's a fundraiser, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all that it is. The entire festival is put on by volunteers, and not only just Rotarians, but by many other community service groups that help our Rotary Club put this on. You know, the Rotaract groups with the college, the Interact groups with the high schools, and many other clubs that help to put the festival on.
You mentioned Rotaract and Interact. These are leadership groups at the high school and college level.
That's right.
That's something that helps cultivate this community spirit, you might say.
That's right, yeah.
Wow. And what are some of the beneficiaries, if you could list some of them, can you?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the Boys and Girls Club, the Council on Aging, St. Francis House, St. Johns County Learn to Read, the Youth Leadership St. John's program, Character Counts, scholarships at Pedro and St. Joe. I could keep going.
It's many thousands of dollars have been raised over these 15 years and given to different charities. Some of these are the beneficiaries.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, we've estimated between $350,000 to $400,000, almost $500,000, have been raised for charities. Like I said, local, regional, national, and international.
That's astounding. That's a big responsibility. Whose shoulders does that responsibility fall on?
Every year there's a chair, and it's, you know, I was the last year's chair, but I just happened to be the PR, so that's the best job, is the last year's chair, past chair. But you know, I'm doing the PR. Mark Litzinger is the chair this year.
Sure.
And Mark's been doing a fantastic job, and we've gotten some great sponsors, and we look forward to a great event this weekend.
Who are some of those sponsors?
The main sponsor is Bozard Ford.
Oh, great.
And then we also have the Zaxby's, the new Zaxby's in town. There's Patrick Cannon Law. I mean, there's just countless sponsors.
These folks get behind what you're doing, and they must help in some way fund and make sure this thing can be a success as well, don't they?
Yeah, exactly.
And any word on the barbecuers?
There'll be the same barbecuers that's come back from last year: Camp 31, Desperados, Carolina Rib King,
Johnson's.
Don't
Can't forget Johnson's.
So yeah, they'll all be there, and there'll be the competition and the trophy just like every year.
It's terrific.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun.
I recall, again, having been the chair and enjoyed it and everything, putting together one year the judges for the competition and everything. And folks, the judges get a chance. What the barbecuers do is they cut a rib on the outside to the bone and the outside to the bone, so the one in the middle that the judge get has all the meat.
Yeah.
It's delicious. They really do an amazing job, all the barbecuers. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
Goes on, what are the dates we talking about here?
It is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so
26th, I think?
26th, 27th, and 28th. And Friday night, doors open at 5 o'clock. and admission's $2. And then Saturday night, because of the headliner, who is Dave Mason this year, and we'll get to music in just a minute, but it's $5 after 5 o'clock.
Oh,
and there'll be children's games just like there was last year, and there'll be unlimited unlimited rides for the inflatables, and I want to say it's somewhere around $10.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It keeps the kids happy, the family happy. It's such a great family atmosphere, and it's expanded over the years to the entire events field now.
Correct. Yeah, we used to share it with the Arts Festival, and now with the parking lot moving into the parking garage, so to speak, we have the entire festival area, entire field.
It's just been amazing to watch this festival grow in so many ways over the years and just become a bigger and bigger and bigger success. Part of it, again, is the music lineup. Who you got?
Our headliner is Dave Mason, formerly of Traffic.
Right.
So he's going to be there Saturday night. He comes on at 8 o'clock. But we also have Friday night, we have 2 bands, Elizabeth and Grapes of Wrath band. Or Grapes of Wrath, sorry.
Elizabeth Roth.
Elizabeth Roth, yes. Restless Kind, they come on at 7:30, and then Soul Slinky, Midlife Crisis, Amy, Alicia, and the Soul Operation. Those guys, and then Sunday, Hurricane Surfers, Eager Beaver, and Kevin Marcus Dylan Band.
Oh, beautiful.
So a lot of music.
Yeah. Well, that's all part of it. You know,
that's the rhythm part.
Exactly. You got the rhythm part, you got the ribs part, you got something to keep the kids happy. What about people who want to get involved? Do you ever get volunteers involved?
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. We could volunteer if somebody wanted to go onto the rhythmandribs.net, which is the website, and there's an email link to Mark Litzinger. You could email him, and he'll forward that onto the appropriate volunteer chair, and then they'll coordinate the schedule to hopefully get you involved.
And that's classic, I remember in the past too, because some people would take organizations and go volunteer. Church groups or any type of community group might say, hey, let's go help with such and such, parking or whatever.
Yeah, anybody that needs community service, that's just a community service, because ultimately all the money goes to charity. So, anybody is interested in volunteering, they could go through the rhythmandribs.net website and find out the contact information for it.
And I don't want to put any ideas in anyone's head, and of course there's no quid pro quo. However, if I had an organization and I wanted to raise money and I knew this was going to be a successful festival, maybe if I volunteered, I might be looked upon well by Rotary, and you never know. No promises can be made, but golly, you got to do what you got to do to work things out. So.
All the money goes back into the community.
Yeah, it's tremendous. So one last time, if folks want to learn more about Rhythm and Ribs, give us that website. It's
www.rhythmandribs.net, and it's going on tonight, so I hope everybody could come out and enjoy it. It starts at 5 o'clock.
Doors open.
Doors open.
It's going to be great. It sounds like the weather's going to be perfect. It's just going to be a wonderful event as always. Ryan Carter, thank you again for coming down and sharing this terrific event with us. You've been Airborne on staugustine.com, bringing interesting people from your world so you can stay dialed into your community and the folks who make it tick. See you next time, everybody.
Airborne rocks.